Yeah.
Yeah.
So that shot's on.
Just a couple of inches, yeah. So we go together. That's perfect, yeah.
That's perfect, yeah.
Perfect, yeah.
Right. I'll just see if I can hear you when you speak on the phone.
Okay, look. That's like the time, and that's how many people come on.
Does your last of all the editing and all that?
Yeah, and you do like little.
Oh, it's live.
Yeah, we've got one on.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, anyone?
Oh, can you talk back?
No, they can't talk. They can just hear us.
Oh,
Yeah, 6 people are on.
I've never like this before.
So don't worry, we've got 2 thumbs up straight away, 3 thumbs up, 19 people are on. It's amazing. Tell today.
Can you hear you?
Yeah, just got thumbs up. Right. It's me, Brian Cockerill, on the Taxman Show. Some ludicrous allegations going around. I left my friend Chris Curry to die in a house in Billingham. I've got Chris Curry today here for the first time. He's going to speak about this. It was over 11 years ago. Chris, welcome to the show, mate.
Hi, Brian.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, can you, in your words, tell them what happened that day, Chris, please?
It was a young lad out the army, and he'd had his money took off him, his payout, and he couldn't get his money back. So I was trying to get it back for him. And I was with Bri that day, but I'd said to Bri, look, Bri, there's no trouble or anything. I said, I don't want you anywhere near. So I just go on my own, there's no chew, blah, blah. So I left Bri right down the road, and I walked up. It was 2 young lads drove us up there, didn't they?
Yeah, for a pizza delivery.
Goes walking up, knocks on the door opens. Biggest black man I've seen in my life came out.
Biggest man I've ever seen, yeah.
7'2", 28 stone, waving his arms about. And I just instinctively, I was like, am I supposed to be scared of you? You know? But anyway, then more people came out. There was a bit of argy-bargy. And he hit me from behind, this black bloke. So I spun at him. There was a bit of a scuffle. Next thing I knew, I'm being hit from behind with, I now know it to be a samurai sword, a bat of some sort, and a knife. I've got really big scars on me getting that to prove that as well.
Yeah.
I was then dragged into the house, and the doors were all locked, and there was scuffle in the house. I was trying to defend myself, but I was losing. And I was pinned on the floor, and I was thinking, I'm going to die here. They're going to chop me up, they're going to put me in bags. And at that, I just heard this almighty crash. And I heard everyone go, it's Cockerill! And everyone just scattered. So I started getting up, and I've heard Bri screaming, come on then, you want to fight someone? To this big black bloke. He ran for the back door, but they'd locked all of the doors because they had me captive. So he couldn't get out. Everything else is really history. Yeah. But I've heard it said that Bride left me that day, and that hurts me because I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't Brian Cockerill. And I wholeheartedly believe that.
Yeah.
You know, he saved my life that day.
Because when I went, what happened is Chris would obviously had him in the house. They had a rounders bat and everything else. They put it next door, and the lady next door come forward. For the proof, for me and Chris got remanded for 110 days.
Yeah, they did all that, and then they goes to the police, and we had to run away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And the police subdued the 999 calls that were made. People over the road in different houses phoned the police on 99 emergency that a man, myself, was being attacked by a group of people. They were told about the weapons and the sword and stuff. The police decided to subdue all that, us being who we were at the time, which I'm not proud of.
No. Well, we were only doing good that day because that army lad, he was a war hero. He was in Afghanistan and they took the £1,500 off him. We were trying to get it back. We didn't want no money off.
It's not a lot of money, is it? £1,500, but when that's all what you've got, and I think he was medically discharged and that. So. You know,
it was war hero, so there was no way we could let that. So we were just trying to do the right thing, and we knew the lady whose house it was. Yeah. So I decided to stay up the street. Chris said, "I'll see him," because I know them. He went to the door, and he said he was attacked, beaten.
I didn't want them to think that
there was out going on.
Yeah, you know, I thought if to take me and Bride at the door, they're going to think, "Oh shit, what's going to happen?"
Well, and the thing is, you did it the right way, and
I tried to.
You ended up getting killed. And the thing is, Chris lost 2.5 pints of blood that day, And the police looked for the blood. They said they couldn't find it. It was all over the walls, up the walls, and everything, wasn't it?
It was everywhere.
And there were 6 of them in the house. And as I went in, he tried to go out the door like Chris, and he threw a few punches at me, hit him with the right hand, and he fell and hit the table, and his table smashed.
Yeah.
And I grabbed him to finish him off, but his wife grabbed my arm, called Gail. So I thought, and he was saying, get the police, and get the police. So anyway, I grabbed Chris and I was taking him out. But the 999 calls, the old lady phone said, oh, it looks like there's a black lad hit him. They've dragged him in the house. Oh, there's a big white lad running down the street coming to save his mate. I was banging on the window. I thought I'd try to kick the door in, and I got done for aggravated burglary. But if I never kicked the door in, I said to the judge, Chris would have been killed. Would have been dealing with a murder case. Anyway, the police weren't interested. They withheld the evidence. And
well, they did, yeah. They tried to fabricate evidence, is where I see it.
Well, the lady next door, she worked in the hospital, and her husband was a porter. She phoned the police and said, I've got the weapons to prove that Mr. Curry and Mr. Cockerill were telling the truth. I didn't dare make a statement because the Iceman obviously was known for selling drugs, and he was a big drug dealer and a bully. So they were frightened of him. But when he left that house, she made phone the police up on several occasions to try to stick up for us and tell the truth, but the police didn't want to know.
No,
but the judge...
But your mate went and collected the weapons and that, didn't
That's
he?
right, yeah. And we took the weapons to Craig Beer, God rest his soul, solicitor, and they still weren't interested, the police. They said, oh, we're going ahead without it. So then they tried to get me and Chris, and they said, Chris shouted out. We went to home house, didn't we?
You're on the video.
And there's another rumour going around that I got filled in home house. Can you elaborate on this?
No, because we got separated in home house. They just didn't want us together.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. But he was on the next wing, and I was on the wing next door. We used to talk every day out the window. And when he went in that jail, people were on their knees filling bags of shopping and different treats and stuff and giving him he had no trouble in that prison. And to be fair, there wasn't no one in that jail to give me trouble. There's definitely no one to give him any trouble.
Yeah.
You know, it's just malicious.
Yeah.
People with malicious mouths. You know, they can say what they want. It's like a free world now. People can just say what they want. Can't
you were actually there, Chris, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
We were there. We were in there 110 days.
I know.
And he was on one. He said one wing, but we used to go to the gym. Can you tell us the story about when we were training? It's funny, this.
We were in the gym and he was doing his legs and stuff, and the people were going on talking about different strengths and how strong this person was and all that. And it's a bit far-fetched, but it is true. He got every weight onto this leg press machine that was in that gym. No one could train. Everyone was stood round, and the gym screws came out, didn't they? And they said, "What you doing? What you doing?" So I'm just going to lift this. He says, "But it's still not enough." He says, "Can you and you climb on the top of that?" They were like 14, 15 stone blokes. They got on the top of it, and then he repped that. I don't know how many times, 10, 12 times, something like that.
Yeah, because I tell you, it was the same.
They put it on the board, didn't they?
Yeah, it's still there today. It was 850 key plus the lads. It was about £2,000, and I did. I think it was 12 reps. And Big Bud Armstrong.
I think it'll have been a bit more than £2,000 on that.
Big Bud Armstrong was saying you got legs like a car horse, Brian, and Cy Bowie was there. He was a boxer.
I didn't think.
Loads of it. Mark Johnson was in as well. That young Ali Johnson. And
I didn't think he was going to do it myself. If I'm honest, you know.
But these ludicrous lies coming out of people. Why do people make stupid lies up to?
Because they try to G themselves up, Brian. You know, by putting other people down.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just sad.
Me and Chris have been friends for 30 odd years, and we've all been friends, haven't we? And we've both been through bad times.
We've had a few ups and downs, if you're honest.
Of course, yeah.
But it was because of other people.
Me and him.
But the truth of it,
both of us were on drugs, weren't we? Years ago. Both of us. You can see him now. He looks amazing. He's doing great.
I'm a good looking lad.
Yeah. The thing is, you've changed your life on, Chris. You've got your family, you've got the kids and everything. So
I set up the neighbourhood watch where I live.
Yeah.
And I got all the residents together. Have meetings with councils to get rid of undesirables. Yeah. And stuff. And I don't associate.
And like you said, Chris, life's better now. You get out of bed every day. And you've got a better life.
I have my kids. I have a lovely girl.
Yeah.
Called Lisa. I'm going to be marrying.
Yeah. Which is amazing.
Yeah. You know, I have a good life. So I wake up one morning with something to do now.
I think people like me and you wake up and think, we're lucky to be alive, aren't we? We are lucky.
I am.
I mean, Chris's head was split from here to there. And he had to get his head.
Oh, you held it together, didn't you?
I held his head together, and I put my fingers in case it was cracked or out, and I had to feel his skull on the top of here. Another quarter of an inch, he wouldn't be. He'd have been dead. And really, they should have been charged for anything.
He wanted me to go to hospital. I said, I can't go to hospital Friday, so they're going to arrest me.
We had to put a turban on his head.
Yeah, put a turban.
Put a turban on his head type of thing, like a towel, and bless him, he got his rib was bust, everything's a mess, bruises all over. But left for dead? No, I don't think so. I never left him. I just lost my brother about 6 weeks before it. I thought I'm not going to lose another one.
Yeah, Skinny just died.
Skinny, that's right. Yeah. So he's stupid nice, but yeah. So it's great to have you here today, Chris. And
it's nice. I've never done anything like this before. You know?
I just thought somebody said to me, well, my sister said, get Chris on. He'll some prove the truth. Yeah. But we got up and we were dangerous people them days, Chris. When we weren't proud of what we done.
I'm not proud of it now. But when you like that, aren't you? And you justify it, and it's only you have to develop a conscience, don't you, before you can do anything really.
Yeah, you got to. But we've changed our lives, we help people, and you look after your dad and everything now, don't you? And,
good for my dad and that. He's doing all right. You know, he's doing better than what you'd expect, really. I suppose. Yeah. So, what do you get up to now then, Chris? Then? I do nothing really. I do the neighbourhood watch thing. And I do my garden.
Oh, you do a lot. You do in the garden. You help your dad. You help the kids. You take the kids to school.
Oh yeah, I've done the school run before I came over. I have my daughter living with me now, which is brilliant. And my son is with his mum. But I have him 3 nights a week. 2 nights one week, 3 nights the next. But we've been on holidays to Turkey and that, and just living normal family life, really.
It's good to get up with a few quid in your pocket, innit, instead of we used to blow every penny on drugs and sit there starving all week. And
I do the tattoos now, don't I?
Oh yeah, I'm
a tattoo artist.
He's a tattoo artist as well. He's really good. Brilliant. I couldn't draw to save my life, but he's amazing what he does. Really good. You've just been showing us some of the stuff there, absolutely all the swells, and the drawings and the tattoos.
Yeah, because we lost touch, didn't we, really?
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
But,
I'm glad you reached out to him, Brian.
Yeah, I know. Well, I phoned our friend Lee Scrimshaw, who's a great lad from Billingham, big lump of a lad, a lovely lad, and always been friends with him. He's a great lad. So
he's all right, Lee.
I phoned him, and within about 3 minutes, Chris was straight on the phone with me, and obviously we've got to meet today to talk. But we had some fun times as well, didn't we, Chris?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't all there doing fun.
Yeah, it wasn't all bad stuff.
Well, like you said nowadays, Chris, we were talking. You can't have fair fights now. Years ago, you'd be man to man. You go in the field and a fight, and we forgot about. Now it's knives and people's windows going through and.
Oh yeah, it's all like backstabbing and that now, isn't it? There's no moral code anymore.
No, there's no respect for young ones now than they used to.
There's none.
Yeah, when we were kids, somebody would be like 40, 50-year-old and you were like 20 odd, you think, oh, you know, man, you just okay, mister, and you just move on. You wouldn't want to fight people in the 50s and 60s.
No.
Just, we've got no morals now. And that gang culture, we'd be playing on the field, football, wouldn't we? Or playing bloody. Just to let you know the story, it's in the book. Chris will tell you about Lee Duffy. Can you tell them about when you were in Borsal with Lee?
Oh, it was Law Newton in the gym.
Yeah, when the lads doing all the runs.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like we were in Law Newton, and it was. I know it started off with just a couple of lads and all that having a bit of a banter.
So was this
and he was the gym instructor, and the gym scrubs used to just sit back and just let Lee do what he wanted, anyways.
Yeah.
Better than confronting him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And he had these lads, they were doing like rollovers. He said, right, when I say go, you roll over that way, you roll over that way, and you roll over this way.
Yeah.
He goes, go. One's like this, one's like that. They're crashing into each other and everything.
And he
had these other lads
doing ballerinas.
Yeah, doing spins, you know.
Yeah. Ballerinas go. And he was telling me, he told me this, the day he told me this, I never forget it, was when we were getting out. He shouted through the window, Brian, we're getting out in the morning. I went, how? I've got a pack. I said, I haven't got one, because you get a pack when you go for breakfast in the morning. So we were getting out, and he was telling me the story in the pad when we were in the Bridewell thing. And he said he had one doing spins, wheelbarrows going, and the other one doing wheelbarrows. It was hilarious.
It sounds a little bit like a bit out of order, but it really wasn't. It wasn't out of order.
Yeah.
The lads were all part of it, you know. I mean, he wasn't bullying them out like that, Lee. No. I mean, I didn't see Lee as a bully at all.
You got on with him really well, didn't you? You did quite a bit of jail with him, didn't you?
I loved Lee, I did. I was a bit afraid of him at times when I first met him, but I got past that. We were good mates, you know. But
you done a lot of
the lads that enjoyed doing what they did that day, I know that, you know. And it was a good laugh, really.
Yeah.
But like I said,
he was always a joker, Lee, when he was always doing jokes and telling laughs and laughs before.
No, then lads.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
No, then lads. Yeah. Right, I want you to do this. He used to go in. There was a lad telling me he was in there. It was late. You've got to eat tack. It was a cannabis.
Oh, yeah.
That's a noise. Lee went, knock this one up. You give him a big lump.
Yeah.
And like the stories where Lisa got up the screws and take the 6 cigarettes off, it's all true, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lee looked after a lot of people.
He did,
He did, and there's not a lot of people who are willing to come forward and say that now, which is sad. Because he looked after a lot of people.
He did,
and I know he did. You did and all, Brian.
Yeah.
I looked after people and all, but
we all love people. And but me and you, over the years, we've done more jail for other people's.
Oh yeah, never for myself.
Never for our own.
Never for myself.
Oh, Brian Cotton, Chris Curry, they'll sort it out. Without even get paid, we do it for now. We go and do jobs and give people money because they have no money for the kids and things like that, and help them. And
I used to make sure I got paid, like
most of the time. But like you say, that story what he told you today, it just puts this record straight about the rubbish I left him. I would never leave him in the
no one has ever done out like that for me, Brian. And I'll thank you now for getting all
I know, mate. I love it.
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget.
But the thing is, with Chris is one of them people I could phone him anytime.
Yeah.
He said,
I phoned him straight away, didn't I?
Yes,
as soon as I got his number, I was on the phone.
He said, "Who's saying this?" I said, "Well, we won't say what people know." But it's just mentalness. It's making stories about people. The other one, I'm putting babies in fridges.
You know, there was a time, right, if you remember in Hartlepool, where we were going to sort this thing out, and they were supposed to have a skunk farm, and they had this, and they had that. And on the way, you had a sister living in Hartlepool, so we just called in for a cuppa.
Yeah.
And she says, "Yeah, I know these people. There's 5 kids in the house."
Yeah,
and they were like, from like 2-year-old to like 10-year-old.
Yeah.
So what happened after that was we just knocked on the door, and it was all nicely knocking on the door. You know,
we haven't come here to cause trouble. And
the people who had sent us were setting us up basically.
Yeah.
You know, so it was them who got into a
I
bit
think
of bother.
what it was, the lad was doing a bit of work himself, and they didn't want him. They were trying to push him out of his business type of thing.
Yeah.
But he had 6, 7, 8 kids.
He was just a family man, wasn't he?
Yeah, just a family man. I remember that.
There was someone trying to set him up, just thinking that we're just thugs and we just do it anyway, you know. But it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Never worked like that.
No. We always have respect for people.
I mean, I'll never be involved in all like that again. No.
We both end our lives around because when you hang around with people taking drugs, you end up taking yourself, Christo, and you know yourself. You've got to disassociate yourself with people when you're taking drugs because you'll end up back on them.
Yeah.
And it's old school, it's this, it's that, and then they entice you into it, and you're back on it. You have one go, and you're back on it. It's just
I took as much drugs as any man, but I've been clean 13. Yeah. You know, I'm proud of that.
That's amazing, mate.
I mean,
totally different person than what we were all them years ago, but I'm glad we're different.
Yeah,
it's not that we can't do it with our hands.
I'm proud now of what I've got around me. You know, I could never be proud of my past.
No,
you know,
it's not clever. We don't. The thing is with us, we don't glorify my book. What I've done, Chris is in there telling a story. We don't glorify anything in that book.
No,
we tell what we did believe, and Lee was wrong. But just you can't do that type of thing.
A lot of bad decisions, a lot of wanting to be something that I wasn't really. That's what led to my life like that, and it's ruined my life as a criminal. Yeah, you know, it's
you done more jail than you were out, weren't you? Out of jail and
in institutions of one sort or another. I've been away for at least 22 years.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Of time, that's time spent in.
You can't get it back, Chris, can you? You've lived your family, you miss your kids growing up, your mum, your dad, and everything. Miss you. So really, when you become a criminal, you're being selfish because when you're going to jail, all your family suffer more than you because they've got to get to the visits and everything.
Well, that's right, because the very criminals, self-centered, selfish people, and I know that because that's what I was. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you have to put other people before you sometimes.
Yeah. You know? But you've got to put your hand up like he does. What we did was wrong.
It was,
and
very wrong.
We went to church yesterday and met Davy Fields. I haven't seen Davy for years, and it was great speaking to him. And Tony Grange was there, my wife, and we went with Marty Turner. To me, that's a great day out.
Yeah.
Where we thought we'd be taking drugs, and drugs, you get on them, you can't get off them. You're stuck in like a merry-go-round. You can't get off them. They're terrible. And you just, I'll get that. And then when you get it, it's gone. And you think, well, how do I get more? How do I get more? And you get yourself in trouble then because you start taxing people.
Yeah.
You just go to jail. It's just horrible. You're at the windows looking out, paranoid. It's just not a good life. But, just brilliant. Just getting about a bed and thinking to yourself, what a lovely, like today, look, this lovely day. Where years ago, I'd be locked in the bedroom upstairs. He'd come in the house, I wouldn't come out. He'd get out that bedroom, get out that bed, I'm coming up them stairs, I mean it. And you're not paranoid, you don't come out. Terrible. So what's in store for the future, Chris? Any messages to any kids out there and stuff to
think about what you're doing?
Yeah, don't be a sheep.
Yeah, don't be a sheep. Find your own path. Make sure it's a good one.
And be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. Yeah.
Yeah. And don't try to be something that you're not. Because that's what I did.
Well, that's what when you do that, you end up getting in trouble. And just be yourself, don't you, Chris? And get in the gym like we did. And
think of your family. Think of your family.
Yeah. I think just
try to do right by your family and your siblings and everything.
And like he just said, before you do something, think. Don't just jump in like we used to.
Yeah.
He said, and Lee Duffy was another one. Lee Duffy, you say, Lee, he said this about you. And the person had said no, but the person like who was saying it didn't like that person. So Lee would go around, knock him out. And the lad had never done that. So he was like a little clockwork toy, Lee Duffy. But he used to believe what people told him. And Lee thought it was great fighting people and challenging people. But look where he is now through it. So it's not worth it.
Yeah, sad loss.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. So, right, we're going to leave it there, guys. I'm just bringing Chris on. Probably see him again. Just doing a quick one today.
Yeah, this is my first time I've done out like this.
Yeah, so thank you for coming and putting the record straight.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Chris Curry.
Been a pleasure,
Thank you very much, mate.
Yeah, been a pleasure.
So I'll see you soon, guys, and thanks for everyone listening.
That was really, really good.
Yeah, just a quick one.